Hello there guys! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a fire text effect in Photoshop. And also we will dive deeper into creating a solid color layer, creating a text layer, changing image size, making work path, applying flame under render filter, and adjusting its options. So let's get started! So here in our document, we got here a clear canvas. And the first step we're going to do here is we're going to create our solid background. So to do that, let's go onto the layers panel over here on the right side of the screen and go at the bottom, click on the adjustment layer, this one, click on that, and then choose a solid color. For creating a flame effect, I prefer you to use a darker color for that. So I'm going to put this one into around like dark red. All right, and then select OK. And the next step we're going to do here is we're going to create another layer, and that will be for the text layer. All right, so to find the text tool, just go here on the toolbar and find this. This is the text tool look like. That's the symbol or T for the shortcut key. Now we may start applying it on the screen. Okay. All right, so you can see that the size is too big. I'm select that layer first, and then click on that text layer. Press Ctrl plus T for the transformation, and now we may now start adjusting its size. All right, and then now let's change the text. Okay, so just double click on this. All right, now we may now start changing that. So let's say, for example, we're going to put this word as flame as our text for now. Okay, and for the color, I also prefer you to choose a darker color here. Actually, this might be changed later on. So this is just a temporary color. All right, and another thing here, and by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Okay, so now once you're done with your text, okay, if you're already good enough with your font style and the size, okay, we're good with it. All right, so you can just change it. The next step we're gonna do here is we're going to create a new layer. Here at the layers panel, let's go here, click this one at this bottom, click on that. All right, now we just created a new layer. And actually this layer later on will be for the fire effect or for the flame effect. Now, the next step we're gonna do here is we're going to create a selection on those texts. To do that, just hold Control and click on the thumbnail of those text layer. Click on that. All right. So once I click that, now you see that there are already selection on the text. Okay. And the next step we're going to do here is we're going to make path. So we're going to choose any kind of selection tool. Okay. So for example, this one. Okay. All right. So once I click one of that, I'm going to right click inside the selection of the text. Right click on that. All right. And choose make worth path. Okay. So once I click that, this box will appear. And for the tolerance, set this one to 0.5 and then select OK. All right. So once I did that, now you can see that there are already paths on our text. See? And the next step here, before we apply the fire effect, we're going to change the image size. Okay. All right. That is very important for applying the flame effect here from the render flame later on. Okay. So going here from the image, go to image size. I prefer you to use a smaller size image here under fit to. Just click on that. I'm going to choose this one, 10 to 24 by 764. Okay, all right. I'm gonna click on that and then select OK. All right, and now we may now start to apply the flame effect. So with that path on our text and selected on the layer that we just created, I'm going to filter, go to render, and choose flame. And this dialog box will appear. All right. And now let's change the options of this. Okay. So for the flame type, I prefer you to choose the number 3, multiple flames one direction. Okay. And for the randomized length, untick this one. Okay. For the length, let's just adjust this one to 40. Let's see if that's fine. All right. Now it shows this. Okay, for the interval, let's just set this one to 10. All right. And for the angle, decrease this one just to 10. And for the width, also to 10. All right. And for the adjust interval, don't tick that. All right. For the quality, just set it to low. And then once all said and done, select OK. Look at the effect on our text. Now that looks better, isn't it? Okay, and the next step we're going to do here is we're going to change the color of our text. So just what I've said a while ago, it's just a temporary color, right? So click on the flame layer. Yeah, click on the thumbnail. For the color, put the color picker into this from the background. Get a sample of that. Okay, and then select OK. All right, now look at that. Now you can see that the word flame is so visible with that fire effect. All right, now the next step we're going to do here is we're going to remove those paths. Okay, so to do that, we're going to the toolbar, select on the pen tool, okay, and then right click on this and select delete path. Okay, so when I delete that, so you see that the path is already gone. Okay, now look at that. Now we already have here a flame text effect. Amazing, isn't it? But if you still want to add some effects on it, like you want to make it bright because it's a fire, right? So let's do that. Going to the adjustment layer, click on that. Now add another solid color layer, but this time I'm gonna set this one into color orange. All right, this one, and then select OK. And then I'm going to change the blending mode of this to linear dodge. Okay, so I'm gonna select on that. All right, and then make this one as a negative mask. So I'm going to hold Control plus I. All right, when I did that, it shows this image. Okay, and the next step we're gonna do here is we're going to click on the brush tool. All right, and I'm going to adjust the brush size into a bigger amount like this. Okay, and then choose a soft round brush here. Okay, okay, so for the opacity, just set this one to around 60. Okay, that's okay. And now we can start applying this effect here. All right, so that it likes the flame creates a light. Okay, and for the opacity, if that's too bright. Okay. All right, and there you go. And that is how to create a fire text effect in Photoshop.